So, if you're like any other Caucasian woman who uses Facebook, you spent the majority of February and into March of this year with your eyeballs glued to the whole Alec Murdaugh saga. And I do not hold myself apart from that. I was 100% one of those people, and I still am. I will admit to being obsessed with this case and many others. I'm just like a true crime person. I'm graduating with a degree in criminology in like 2 weeks. So generally, it's an interest I have. Now, I saw something today that I was like, maybe I should make a video about it because I feel like I could have something to offer the topic that a lot of people who say similar stuff do not cover well, or like, you know what I'm saying? Like they don't discuss it in a manner that I feel like encompasses the whole scope of the situation. Or they focus on, you know, I'll get into that. So today I saw an article on Facebook of all places. It was posted to a group that I'm in, and basically it is from the Northeastern Post. I'm using the article as a source, not just like Facebook, because Facebook is not really like a like reliable source of information, not really like a first-hand report, not like a peer-reviewed journal on Facebook. That's, you know. So this article is entitled Alec Murdaugh flooded with gushing love letters in prison. Quote unquote, I think about you every day. Don't we all? But not in that way. Um, and I've seen such a topic discussed on YouTube ad nauseum over the years. So many people are like, oh my gosh, this person's receiving love letters in prison. Whoa, there are sick people in the world. Oh my God, I can't believe it. I cannot believe it. And I'm just here like, yes, I can believe it. I've seen it 20 trillion times by now. I mean, I've been in a true crime for over half my life. It's really not a surprise to me at all. So I'm going to offer a new perspective that goes beyond just dunking on him, whipped and nay-nayed on him, fucking shitted on him, man, I just shitted on him, put your number twos in the air if you did it on him, like beyond that. And basically, I'm going to just look at these objectively. This is a charitable reading and review of these love letters, which you may be like, what's charitable? Charitable is I'm going to break it down and focus on the other aspects that make no sense about them, as opposed to just, whoa, so wild and wacky. There are crazy people out there. Like every other thing I've seen, because that's been done to death. That horse has been beat to death many a time. Like we're beyond that. Okay. So it's in order. The list of messages is in order. There's like a chart with a date in the center. So shout out to Northeastern Post or whatever, because that is a great format. Mwah, love it. Beautiful. Beautiful. So easy to read. So on 3/6/2023, which is like a month and a week ago, so 5 weeks ago, I can do math. And this one is from somebody who identifies themselves as Darla. And the way this is written has me like besides myself, because it's written like it's a text message. I know this is an email. It says text, but it's email, I think. I think it's like JPEG. Uh and it's written like it's freaking a text message. And using like text abbreviations. Like number one, take a little more time to it. Holy crap. Like Just please. That's the first one, really? Like, come on, take more than 3 seconds. And number two, the man is 54. Do you really think he's like gonna be like texting like that? I mean, I don't know. Like, I've seen his text logs and he seems to use whole words, so just my opinion. I don't know. No capitalization too. Very great. And horrific grammar. So I'm gonna get into this horrific grammar and I'm gonna read it like it is because it's great. Quote unquote, hello, Alec. First, with the number one, I want to say I'm no reporter, just a citizen. So, with that said, a week ago I sent a letter. Not sure if you got it because it takes time to get to South Carolina from Minnesota. Yeah. And then for them to read before giving it to you. Period. Okay. First thoughts are yes, we know how prison mail works. I'm pretty sure he knows. As a former prosecutor, I'm pretty sure he's aware. Starting a sentence off with and. Great. And I thought your trial was going to be for another 2 weeks. What? Like it was going to start 2 weeks later or it was going to go on 2 weeks additional? I'm confused. You don't have to reply, and if you choose to, that's cool. All right. I just had a few comments and won't ask any questions. So this is just like it's a hi hello. It's just like, yo, these are my opinions. At that point, why do you have to tell him this? Just like post it on Facebook. Just tweet this, like for real, but to each their own. Quote unquote. First, I want to say you had a beautiful family and a very prominent family indeed. Spelling errors. Only others could dream of having just for a day. What? Okay, I can't the grammar in this. Sure. Your trial had me confused. It seemed to be about alleged financial crimes, not a murder trial. Well, here's my 2 cents on that is that they were important to the motive for the murders, so they obviously had to go into the financial crimes because if you kill somebody because you've been committing financial crimes, then without discussing the financial crimes, everybody in the world can just be like, why did he do it? Just saying. I feel you are not a murderer, however, you did steal people's money. Well, then why the fuck did. Well, then why did they say alleged or not alleged? Alleged? Why say that then? Also, he admitted to it, so how is it alleged? I don't get that. Also, I feel that you're not a murderer. Okay. Why would the judge allow your financial stuff, period? Well, there's a legitimate reason for that. I mean, like, this person like watched the entire trial apparently and was not aware of that, but well, you know, oh, why would they allow that? Why don't you ask Jim Griffin, the one who opened the door to that being discussed in the trial by asking Roro about like if you could ever see Alec doing something like that. What about that? That's why the judge let it in. My apologies. Next sentence. There's no proof you killed your family. There is, though. Like, there's not DNA, but like, there's other things. Like, circumstantial cases are totally accurate and could be done. Like, that's fine. I mean, and like, given the phone records and the GM data, it's pretty like the OnStar shit. It's pretty buttoned up. I mean, I don't know, man. Like, I too go to the murder scene 4 minutes before it happened or whatever. That's totally normal. I am, oh, also prosecutor lying to the grand duty about lying to the grand jury about your shirt. In my opinion, also, what? That's just a statement. I mean, does he know what IMO means? I hope so. I mean, that's inconsequential because it ended up being like ended up being more suspicious that he didn't have blood on him than if he did. given the fact that like he's like, oh, I checked their pulse, I touched them or whatever, and they were like covered in blood or whatever, because, so obviously that was what was more suspicious, was that there was no blood. So this is kind of a moot point, if you will. Take care, Darla. Cool. Second one from Emily. We have this one's short and sweet. Alec, exclamation point, exclamation point, exclamation point. Let me know if you get this. Cool. Next. Also on 3-6 from Lacey. She messages a lot, so there's like 7 from her. So we appreciate her dedication, but also chillax for 2 minutes. Okay, we start off good. We actually have some punctuation and capitalization here, so that's really a plus. We have, hi Ellie, let me start off by saying that I'm so sorry this happened to you. What happened? The conviction? The murders? The fact that he got shot in the head? The fact that he's facing like a million, trillion, billion financial crimes? Okay. A lot has happened. There's been a lot that has occurred. You don't know me and I don't know you, believe it or not. And I hope this does not come off as weird that I am reaching out to you. Not really. I mean, people write to like people in jail all the time, so I apologize if it does. I am unable to get you off my mind. I mean, me too, but more from like a criminological like interest perspective, but still nonetheless. I followed the trial and all the media coverage that has surrounded everything. It is heartbreaking that we live in a world where this kind of injustice happens to people. A little bit more punctuation could be left to be desired, but we're okay. I mean, we do live in a world where injustice happens to people, but it does not really happen to him in regards to this conviction. So, correct concern directed at a situation that does not warrant it. I want you to know that there are still people out here who are non-judgmental, kind and compassionate for what you have went through. Again, what are you talking about specifically? A lot has happened. That there is still love for you and your family. Well, what's left of it, I'm assuming. Especially for Buster, the ridiculous amount that has been portrayed and completely one-sided about you and your family makes me sick to my stomach, and I just don't see how it's allowed to happen. I kind of don't see that as one-sided. I more see it as evidence, but to each their own. Well, I don't know, Maggie or Paul. I can assume that they are so proud of you for how you handled yourself, been honest, and proclaimed your innocence in hopes that they would find the actual person who did this to your family. Well, he did handle himself well. I'll give him that. Absolutely. But the actual person who did this was him. Like, unfortunately, there are no 5'2", 12-year-old assassins who rolled up with the hopes, just with their fingers crossed, praying that they would leave guns at the kennels. I mean, would be wild if true. Crazy if true. Big if true. But it's not. So, Ba-da-da-da-da. I have typed this message to you 100 times. That's a lot. But it has not fallen deaf upon my ears. How there is nothing I can say that will make this better for you or likely even comfort you in any way. Probably. Yup. I do want you to know that you are loved and cared for. All that while it might be weird, I want to be able to be some assistance here for you. I am here if you want to message or talk anytime. Everyone needs a friend, Lacey. Cool. Okay. Yeah. That's very, like, blasé, I guess, the end of it. Generally what you would expect from somebody writing to somebody in prison. Not just, okay. Third one from Summer, also on 36. We have. I know you don't know me, but it's on my heart to message you. I'm a 21-year-old female from beep, North Carolina, and I'm also an addict, but I just want you to know that I believe you. My boyfriend of 5 years said the same thing happened to him on September 22nd, 2021. I really feel for you and I'm here for you. This one just makes me have questions. I have so many questions going on here because, like, I'm like, wait a minute, hold up. Like, she's the same age as me, so that's cool. Unfortunate that she's an addict. That's really hard. But then we go into things I have questions about. I believe you. About what? Please specify what you believe him about. Believe him that it wasn't him who killed them. Believe him that he committed the financial crimes. Believe him that he was addicted to drugs. Like, please elaborate. All of the above? I don't know. Secondarily, my boyfriend of 5 years said the same thing happened to him on September 22nd, 2021. Had what happened to him? There are many choices. Did he murder somebody? Did he murder his family? Did somebody murder his family? Was he falsely accused of murder? Did he steal money? Did he do a bunch of opioids? Did he pay somebody to shoot him in the head for life insurance money? Like, what's the same thing? What happened? I'd love to know. I wish I knew. Please clarify. If you're out there, please clarify. I'd love to know. Next one, also on 3-6, we have Cheyenne, spelled very weird. We have, hi there, my name is Cheyenne. I felt like I should reach out and say hi. To be honest, I have no idea why. Fair enough. I figured that you may need a non-judgmental friend, and I can be that if you're interested. We don't have to talk about anything specific. Okay. I'm not affiliated with any news outlet or social media outlet. Okay. Nothing like that at all. I'm a bored 31-year-old female who decided to write a letter to someone who could use a friend too. Word. If you're interested in chatting, feel free to write back. If it will let me attach a picture to myself to this, it I'm illiterate. I've lost my ability to read. If it will let me attach a picture of myself to this, I'll add one. Cool. Just so you can put a face to a name, that's only fair, right? I guess. I don't want to go into too much detail about myself in the event that you decline the communication attempt. I truly hope to hear back. Smiley face emoji. Talk soon, question mark, Cheyenne. Cool. That's kind of like blah. Like, I don't really have any additional questions. It's just kind of like the copy and paste generic like message to somebody in prison. So, all right. Word. Now we're going from 3-6 to 3-7, of course. This one's from Lakin, which is a name I've never heard, but here we go. Hello, Mr. Murdaugh. My name is Lakin, and I am from Tennessee. Cool. I live beep in a small town. Word. I haven't have or have not. I'm gonna assume it says have. I have been keeping up with your life and the tragedies surrounding you and your family. First of all, I want to say I'm sorry for the death of Miss Maggie and Paul. Okay. Maggie was such a beautiful lady and seemed to be an amazing mom. Paul was such a handsome young man, and looking at pictures of you in your younger days, he looks just like you. Truth. I know you have a good support system, and there's no doubt that John Marvin will step up and help Buster with whatever he has going on. I love how non-specific that is, just whatever Buster has going on. Whatever Buster's up to over there. You know, he's just doing the things he does. Also, okay, maybe. Shit. You seem to have a great family. What's left of it? As a parent myself, I can't imagine what you have been through. I have no doubt that you are innocent. Why? Main question is why. I'd love to know. I've said I'd love to know about like 50 things in this, but like I literally want to sit down with one of these people and have them give me a play by play on why it is that he's innocent. Like give me the step by step. Like this is why X, Y, Z, da da da. I need that in my life. I'd love to know because right now it's just like, okay, my computer keeps almost timing out. Oh, no doubt that you were innocent. I don't believe you would do anything to hurt them. You don't believe. Evidence? You appear to be a great dad and amazing husband who lived every day for your family. He did appear that way. But as we know about Alec, he is a liar, a really prolific and rather skillful liar. So there's that. Does he ever tell the truth? I do not know. I was a little iffy about writing because I was afraid you might be bombarded with messages, both good and bad. Yeah, probably. If you get time, I want to talk. I hope to hear back from you. My son, absolutely love watching you in the trial. You are amazing. Keep your head held high. You'll get through this. Okay. Shout out, I guess. Like, he was, like, good in court compared to other convicted murderers. I will really give him that. Like, kudos for that one. But, yeah. He was certainly better on the stand than, like an Anthony Tote or something like that. I don't know. Or that one dude, Curtis whatever, who, like, shot a dude in self-defense in a movie theater near where I live at. Like, he took the stand, didn't go very well for him, didn't hold up very well on there either. All right, but you know, I'd rate Alec on the stand at like maybe a 9 out of 10 as far as how somebody can hold themselves on the stand as somebody who totally did it. As far as being good at throwing people in circles and confusing everybody. But alright, let's go. Okay, you'll get through this. There's no other attorneys I'd rather have on my side than Dick and Jim. Haha. Oy. Well then I hope you are never in some legal trouble, I'll tell you that one. I, I'm not an attorney, so I'm not gonna exact tons of judgment on Jim and Tarputland, but Jim opened the door to perhaps everything and gave the worst closing argument that I've ever seen that made me literally think to myself, did he throw this closing argument? And as for Harpootlian, he kind of just talked down to a bunch of witnesses and then pointed a gun at the prosecution table and said tempting. And also, he was supposed to be, you know, doing his legislative duties to his constituents, but he kind of just noped out on that to go represent Ding Dong over there in his criminal trial. So, I wouldn't say so much. I hope you have a great day. Hope to talk soon, Lakin. Cool. Next one from Lacey. Again, the next day. Good evening, Alec. For some reason today, you've been heavy on my mind. Perhaps that she is obsessed with this case. I don't know. Maybe the fact that she's super into him. I'm going to give it that reason. Probably. That's probably why that's been occurring. Once again, compelling me to reach out to you. That should have been one sentence, but whatever. I've been trying to think of something I could say to you to ease your pain or bring you some comfort. I want to make sure you know you're loved. Who's loved what? I love grammar. Despite all your shortcomings, which we all have, not to that degree though, I really hope. I'm sure that all you have is time to sit there and think about what you did wrong in life, what you should have done better, and what you could have done for Maggie and Paul. I mean, I hope so, because, like, there's a lot to think about there. Like, think about, like, you know, what he did wrong in life, like, you know, cheating people out of money, being a huge tool, actually the biggest tool I've ever seen, being a douchebag, like, aiding in Paul's alcoholism, murdering his family, all that. All those problems, I suppose, could be discussed here. I can't imagine what that does to a person. Where you need an outlet, something to ease your thoughts. You need kindness and an open heart. I'm here for that. Okay. I saw in the news that Buster had to file a police report for being stalked. People are just sick. Yeah, I mean, I can agree on that. Like, don't stalk Buster, like, to get a news story. That's kind of crappy. Don't do that. Cashing in on your trauma. I don't know if you'll ever even get these messages, but I hope if you do, they bring you some sort of comfort. Hope you sleep well and have a great day tomorrow. Lacey, another smiley face emoji. I don't think he's going to have a great day in prison, but we'll see. This one is from Michael. One from a gentleman for once. On 3/8/2023. Hi, Alex. Saw you in the system and wanted to ask how you're adjusting following the trial. How are you feeling now? Getting a lot of mail? Thanks for your time. Best, Michael. Okay. I have nothing negative to say about that. All right. I feel like he's just interested. Sure. Whatever. We have Lakin again on 3/8/2023. To make you feel more comfortable, I was sentenced to 6 months in the county jail. I've heard most prisons are easier than county jail. I mean, that's true, but you're also not in there for life, so. Like a shitty 6 months is better than like a slightly better like forever, but just me. So I hope it's not too bad for you. It's a terrible feeling. You have no control of anything and you feel like your life stops, but everyone else moves on. I think of you. I think that's supposed to say often, but like missing a few letters. Like if you're gonna send him an email or whatever, at least please proofread it. Like so many spelling errors. Like I would be triple double checking before I triple double check before I send an email or text to anybody, but like especially because I know that like the news media would get a hold of that. If I was gonna send one of these, I would definitely be checking my grammar. Keep oh keep incorrect you are head up. If you ever need to talk, I'm just a message away. Lakin. Another dictionary is needed. 38 from a new person, Luis. We got, hey Alec, I hope you're doing okay. My name is Luis. I'm 31 and I'm from Scotland in the UK. Another person who's 31. And there's one who's 21. Like if you're like an age that ends in one, are you just like more statistically likely to want to send a message to Alec Murdaugh? Like I should watch myself. I'm 21. I should probably watch myself then. If I just get up one day and I'm like, I'm going on JPay. I don't know. Okay, so she's from the UK, which is wild, but that was kind of it was a multinational, international news story, I'd say, so whatever. I just thought I'd write to you in case you wanted some support or someone new to talk to. Anyways, I hope to hear from you soon. Take care. Another smiley face emoji. And then we get Rachel again. I don't know if she even emailed before. Uh, 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 maybe on like a different, I don't know. We get, hi again. I emailed you just a couple of days ago, and I'm just reaching out again because I got information that the platform is transitioning to this one I'm writing you on now, so I'm not sure if you got my last message. Okay. Honestly, not even sure if you're getting messages like this to begin with. Well, I think so. I know you just may not want to talk with some random person. I completely understand. ... Space. I'm just the type that when I think of doing something, I have to make it happen. So here I am. ... Space. Again, LOL. Fair. Sure. Don't let your dreams be dreams. Just do it, I suppose. I have a really old friend that has unfortunately been in prison for many years, so I know that having someone to write to can help when you're in a place that doesn't offer much social life. I promise I'm not some weirdo, just as I said before. once I get something in my mind, I have to make it happen. Dot dot. And if you feel up to chatting at all, I can tell you more. What led me to reach out? That's cryptic though. Like another thing where I have questions because I'm like, if you message me, I'll tell you more about why. I'm like, what's why? What's beyond that? I don't know. We'll see. Um, Anyways, if you are getting these and just don't feel like chatting with a random person miles and miles away, just let me know that way so I can forward these email credits to you and you can use them to send messages to family ECT. Also, I see on this new platform, pictures can be sent to you, so I can send a picture so you know who is messaging? Question mark. IDK, I feel so goofy sending this, but oh well. I like to try and make people smile. I hope you have a great day. Rachel. Sure. Whatever. Now we've got 310 next day from Catherine. This was actually the only message sent on 310 that is in this article actually. Like there's probably more, but who knows. We have hello, Mr. Murdaugh. I've followed your entire trial, and I do not think you're guilty. Well, then did you? Like, because, like, were we watching the same trial? Because I seen it, and shit did not look good for him. Really didn't. Like, what parts were you seeing? Legitimately. I believe you and have faith that you will get a second chance. I don't. I feel so bad for you and wish I could do something to help you. I don't. My heart goes out to you and your son, Buster. I pray every day that you can find peace. If you ever feel like talking or writing, please email me back. I would love to be a source of comfort to you. Well, I would love if people would use punctuation correctly. That's what I would love. But can't always get what we want, don't you think? Run 311 from Destiny. This one starts out unhinged and it continues to be unhinged. I think you are innocent and you know it. Keep thinking, please. The crazy thing is, I live in South Carolina too. Honestly, the crazy thing is thinking that he's innocent, not living in South Carolina. Plenty of people live in South Carolina. But then again, plenty of people think that he's innocent, so what do I know? You didn't kill your family. Someone else did, and you didn't want to tell it. Why? Why wouldn't he though? Like, if he didn't orchestrate it, why wouldn't he want to tell it? Who is he protecting? Like, who's more important than them? That he would take the fall for it. Like, what, did Buster do it when he wasn't looking all the way from Colombia? Like, did he, like, I don't even know. What's their theory? I'd love to know. This is very interesting. I give you all the love for not snitching. Snitches get stitches, I guess. I don't know. But then again, sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do for your freedom. I'm so sorry you got life. What? Hopefully things will turn around soon. I've been sober 4 years now, so I know what addiction is like. Well, congrats on the 4-year chip, but also, like, the way that this reads does not read like you're sober. Like, this is a smoking crack take, to be quite honest, but okay. I'm sorry you gotta deal with what you deal with. It's sad. What, the prison part? The murder part? The being shot in the head part? The awaiting trial for like 20 trillion financial crimes part? The, like, what he deals with? There's a lot he's dealing with right now, to be honest. If you ever want to talk, to somebody, I'm here. My name is Destiny, I'm 28, and I can even send you some pics of me. Again, I think you're innocent and stay strong. XOXOXOXOO. Word up. That was just odd. I would love to psychoanalyze Destiny here, or at least like get a play by play on what she believes occurred and who she believes or postulates did these crimes. But I don't know. Then we get Lacey again on 312. Like, she took a break from messaging him for like 2 days, but here we are again. Hey there, I found myself feeling the need to check in on you again. I hope it doesn't seem odd, or I sure hope it doesn't seem odd. I promise I'm not a weirdo. I'm just a small town girl from Missouri. Word. I have been reading that they have you in isolation for your protection. Well, I'm sure that you are thankful that they are looking out for you. I cannot imagine how it feels to be locked in a concrete room all day, every day. Truth. I'm not real confident that you will ever read my letters but I'm going to keep sending them because I want you to know that you are cared for. I also watched the newest Dateline episode. Same. I will say that it was nice to see that it was not so one-sided like everything else has been. I can't give my 2 cents on that, even though I know I've seen the Dateline episodes, but like only because I watch so much other stuff about him that it clouds together in my mind. Like, I can't be like, oh, the Dateline where this, that, and the third happened, because how can I be sure it wasn't 2020 and it wasn't like the HBO documentary, or it wasn't like the CNN thing? Because I've seen so much, I'm really not sure, but sure. I know I watched it with my mom, like, when it came out, but that's all I know. Mm. That you're. See, there's not so one sided like everything else has been. That your lawyers are able to stand by your side on the episode. Okay. I think the world needs to see that you have support. Dot dot. Space. I also see that your notice of appeal was filed. That is great news, and I hope gave you some hope. Probably not. Well, I'm sure that it's hard to keep hope. No one person, guilty or innocent, deserves to be locked away for life. Okay. Criminal justice takes here. Sure. I'd like to see like why, and like discuss theories of criminal behavior with this person, but I don't know if it would get that far. Your case has reminded me so much of the Leo Schofield case. I don't know if you have access to cases anymore, but his case is such an injustice, just like yours. The man still sits in a max security prison. It is a Florida case, and he is accused of killing his wife. I've never heard of this. I should probably look it up. When he wasn't even there, much like your case. He wasn't even there. But he was there like 2 seconds before, so I don't know if that counts as not being there. I want to know about this Leo Schofield case. Like, is it an actual injustice, or is it another one where he's like clearly guilty, but this person's just like throwing out the innocence cards to everybody like Oprah? Like, I'd love to know. But because they thought he didn't behave correctly after the murder, he was convicted. That's not why Alec was convicted. That's far from it. Everybody says he acted correctly, but it still was like apparent that it occurred that way when you looked at the evidence. That's not why he was convicted. Okay. So sad. I am here if you want to talk or vent. XX Lacey. Okay. Strange take. Now we get into Nicolette, who I'd like to say is one of the most unhinged, if not the most unhinged. The first unhinged so far goes to the one who said the first like really weird innocence claim, but this one's interesting. This started on 3/12/2023. I'm going to sip my coffee because I need it to deal with this. First one from Nicolette, we get ... I think I love you ... Okay. Not much to unpack there, just kind of self-explanatory. 312 again from Nicolette again. I think about you all day, every day. Period. 3/13/23 from Nicolette again. I swear on my life and my soul, I will never say a single word to anyone, important or not important. I genuinely care for you. Say a word about what? What? About like she knows some secret. I don't know. 313 from Nicolette again. Oh, clarification. And to clarify that I mean I won't say anything if you decide to respond. Hope you're doing okay, dot dot dot. A lot of ellipses here. And I feel like that's like not like you have to assert that before he would respond, but you started off with I think I love you, I think about you all day every day, which is if anything gonna dissuade that because it's creepy, but like another thing I'd like to say about Nicolette, aren't these messages on JPay or whatever like you pay per message? So why are you sending four to state something that could have been said in one? That seems like a bad deal to me. But what do I know? 313. Mike. This one is just a Netflix producer asking him for an interview. I'm not going to read that. It's just what you would imagine it is. That's not like very, what's it called? Like, it's not very sensational. It's just kind of what you'd expect from somebody with a documentary trying to get an interview. Whatever. Okay. And we got 313 from Ruth. Hello, Alec. Hope you're managing okay. Let me know if I can send you any commissary. I'll be sending a postcard your way tomorrow. Loyally yours, Mary. Okay, so we got a double agent here because, like, it says she's Ruth, but also Mary. Sure. 313 again from Catherine. Hi, Mr. Murdaugh. Just want you to know that I'm praying for you in your appeal. I hope you're doing as well as you can. Stay strong and positive. Katie. Okay. Not crazy, but alright. Just kind of normal shit you would send in that circumstance. Not like normal, but like normal for what I'm reading. 31423. Nicolette again. I'm pretty much super embarrassed that I said that, but whatever. Too late now. Haha, terrified for the day you actually see these messages. LOL. Was she the one who said she was sober? Because, like, this seems like it was a not sober decision to make. Wait, did she say she was sober? I need to see this. Did she say she was sober? No, she did not. She was not the one who said she was sober. So she probably was. She's not the one who was sober for 4 years. So I'd like to bet money that she was drunk or high when sending those previous ones. Like, that sounds like a drunk or high thing to do. Like, the way that they were, like, the, like, syntax and the fact that it was over multiple messages and the fact that, like, it's just like, I think I love you straight off the gate. I think she was on JPay high or drunk. Which, if that's the case, yikes. Good luck. 31423 from Lakin. Jonathan Lee Riches is blasting you and your family. Who is he? Don't know. Some random man has an opinion on Alec. Okay. I cannot stand that man. He came about 30 miles from where I live when Summer Wells went missing. I don't know who that is. I have to look it up. The name rings a bell, but I'm not really sure. And started a bunch of shit up there. He's ridiculous. Please don't let people like him and others get to you or your family. Hope all is well. I can't really commentate on that because I don't know who these people are, but sure. 3/16/2023 from Brittany. Hi, hey, Mr. Murdaugh. My name is Brittany Beep, and I'm from Beep, Florida. Imagine if Brittany's from my town. Brittany, if you're from here, please, like, I want to have a discussion. I don't know. Like, I'm from Beep, Florida. I just want to say that I watch everything I can about the tragedy you're dealing with, and I want to start by saying I honestly don't believe you are guilty. I am currently studying forensic science and technology. and want to try to determine if there's a way to see how inaccurate the logged information is based on anything. I'm confused as to what that means. And I'd like to say, imagine if she's at my university. I would, I'd die. I would literally die. Brittany Redacted, hit me up. I want to chat. I'd love to understand why you believe this and what you think happened. I like unbiased, I want to know. Besides the fact, I'm sorry, but I don't care how addicted to drugs you are. You're not gonna do that to buy yourself extra time. That wasn't the only reason. He didn't just kill them to buy extra time. There's like 5 motives. That was like one of them, but okay. And also buy is spelled wrong. But I'm sure you're getting a lot of messages, so I hope you're able to take the time to read mine so you know I believe you. Keep your head up and let me know if you need anything. I mean anything. Word. Ote. Lacey again. She's the one who's Lacey and Nicolette are the ones who are like a lot of messages. 31723. Good morning. I hope that things are becoming easier for you and that PC is at least bearable for you. That's protective custody. People out here talk and say that they don't think you will always be in PC. He's not in PC anymore, I don't think, so yeah. I can't imagine how alone you must feel. I'm assuming that you don't get to come out to read these messages, and I bet money that they won't print them out for you. Sure. I am sorry for that, but I hope that one day you will receive them. Maybe they will brighten your day. There is hope for you. I don't think so. I know there's got to be. Is there anything that I can do for you? Things you would like me to send you on case law to help with your appeal? I'm willing to help in any way that I can. XX Lacey. Is she an attorney? Like, I'm not saying that laymen don't know anything because I'm also a layman who knows something, but is he not an attorney? Well, he's not an attorney. He was disbarred, but like, they can disbar you, but they can't like take the like memories and like knowledge out of your brain like Men in Black style. So he still has like knowledge of case law, I think. Word. Sure. Another question from Lacey. Question. Dot dot. Space. Everybody just dot dot space here. What's up with dot dot space? I've never seen dot dot space used before, really, except by like really old people, so I don't know. Have your attorneys submit a complaint to the National Committee of Forensic Scientists on behalf of the state's forensic scientists that had to testify? Might be an avenue worth checking into. I've been doing some ready and they can assist in getting convictions overturned, especially those cases like yours, XX Lacey. Why? What would the forensic science situation do? Because the problem was phone data and OnStar data. It wasn't really a forensic case. I mean, technically the phone stuff can count as forensics, but like, what are they gonna do? Find out the kennel video actually took place an hour before that? Like, what are they gonna do? Uh, like, that's not a possibility, so I don't know what the point is. I'd love to know. Lacey, hit me up. Tell me what you think would be found on that. I really would love to know. Lacey, again on 319. Took a break on 318, I suppose. I just heard a story about Maya Angelou. Okay. Something stuck out to me that needed to pass on to you. She said, every storm runs out of rain. I think it's what we do when the rain runs out that matters. What? Context. I don't know what that means. Like what? Like it'll get better? Because for him, I don't know about that one. I think it's what we do when the rain runs out that matters. Yes, but what happens when the rain never runs out? Because that's what it looks like to me. 320. Like him. I am so proud of Buster for giving a statement about Stephen Smith's murder. Well, at least you're saying that it's a murder and not a hit and run, because I would have expected these people to be like, no, Sled was right the first time, it was a hit and run. And then I'd be like, what kind of hit and run is that? Oh, brother, the bar is on the floor. Catherine again in 320. Hi, Mr. Murdaugh. I hope you're staying positive. I'm praying for you. Please respond to me so that I know you are receiving my messages. Stay strong, Katie. Okay. That's kind of nothing burger. Like, I have nothing really to say about that. 321 from Pamela. Hello, I just wanted to reach out and let you know that there are people that believe you're innocent. Oh my God. Everybody who thinks he's innocent spells it Y-O-U-R. You're innocent what? His innocent what? It's Y-O-U apostrophe R-E. Please. Please. Then again, obviously, if they're thinking that he's innocent, then maybe we have some brain power issues. I don't know. I'm not going to judge, but whatever. Reach out, you know that there are people that believe you're innocent. I'm so sorry for everything. I can't do this anymore. No more your, please, please. I can't take it. You're dealing with. I hope you can appeal. He already filed for appeal, so that's done. If you ever want someone to talk to, and no, I don't want to talk about your case because that's your business, but as a friend slash support system, punctuation. If there's ever anything you need that your family cannot assist with, message me and I'll be more than happy to. TOO. Right. And if you ever like to talk on the phone, my number is beep. My name is Rainey. I'm from beep, Louisiana. I thought her name was Pamela, but okay, another double agent. I'm sure you're. I can't take this anymore. Oh my God. Getting a lot of different type of messages, some good, some bad. Hopefully you see more good than anything. I pray you. I can't do this anymore. Please. Please. Stop. I pray doing okay, and I hope you get and fair appeal soon. Thank you. Thank God there's only two more because I'm literally about to jump off a bridge. 3:30, 23 from Lacey again. I believe you. About what again? Because I really don't think there's much you should believe him about except if he's admitting to wrongdoing. Not gonna lie. Not gonna lie, I'm not like him, obviously. 3:30, 23 from Lakin again. Hope you're doing well. Just had you on my mind. Cool, 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 cool. That was the last one. Thank Jesus. Thank you. Praise the Lord. I was not going to make it after the your. I was almost done with life at that point. But I just. Here's the thing. What really gets me about these are the people who legitimately think he's innocent and then contradict things that are 100% the truth. And they're still like something else is going to come out or there's going to be some other smoking gun of innocence. And that's what really gets me. Also, what really, really, really gets me is the ones that are like saying that he is a good family man and a good person. Let's say, for the sake of the argument, I'm Ben Shapiro. No, for the sake of the argument, I took her to my penthouse and I freaked it. For the sake of the argument, no jokes aside, let's say, hypothetically, for the sake of the argument, that he actually was innocent of the murders and he did not commit the murders. Let's say, hypothetically. Okay, we're in fake law land where he did not commit the murders. He's still not a good person because, I mean, the financial crimes that he did admit to already, like, put him way over the line into bad person territory. Like, have you heard about the whole Gloria Satterfield thing? Like in the Tony Satterfield thing? Like were you asleep at the wheel during that part of the case? Like, I'm confused. Like, what about that? What about what's his name? Shit. Oh my God, I can't remember his name. The one who was a quadriplegic. Oh my gosh, it was in my head. I can't remember. I heard it so many times. Him, the one who's a quadriplegic who he stole like millions from. Remember that. What about his brothers? What about his law partners? What about the people from the Ferris case? What about those girls that he took money out of their trust? What about that shit? Like, he's still not a good person. What about him aiding and abetting in Paul's alcoholism and letting him drive intoxicated and covering up after he drove drunk and ruined a car and let him get behind wheels again and drink again after that? What about that? What about all of this? I don't know, man. Works cited crack. Works cited crystal methamphetamine. Sure. I just can't do this anymore, man. There are people out there. If any of these people are watching this, please hit me up. I would love to discuss what's knocking around in your noggin over there, because it's certainly not knocking around in mine. Like, I'd respect it more. I've said this on a Facebook comment before. I'd respect it more if somebody was like, "Hey, you sexy, but like, I know you're guilty." Because at least they're living in reality. Like, then we can play ball, but like, shit. I feel like, I want to know, are we delusional? Are we misinformed? Are we underinformed? Are we cherry picking? Why? Why? What is the play by play, the one, two, three, four that gets us to these conclusions? Somebody who thinks he's innocent, please tell me. I need to know immediately. Yeah. This is way too long. Look forward to another video about him. That's another 12 hours. So, yeah.